Meantime, some media outlets are starting to wake up to Hunter Biden's scandals, but others, not so much.
Right now, you'll see a right-wing, outlet going nuts over Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
It's amplified completely out of the realm of what's real. So it's not that we didn't ask the questions. We didn't just go crazy blaring them as the lead story.
Joe Concha joins us now. Joe, is that how you remember it?
Oh, well, there's this thing called Google and the Internet machine. You could go back and see the way MSNBC's morning show covered this. And no, they didn't cover it, but didn't make it the lead story. They torched this story. They dismissed this story in the most pious ways possible. It's on tape and everything. It's quite remarkable. And it's just the way things went, right? Carly, Todd, back in 2020, October, traditional media, broadcast, print, they participated in something called the sin of omission at that time. It's the most insidious omission, or at least bias, out there because of its invisible nature. You can't know about something when you don't read about it, when you don't see about it. And when the Hunter Biden story was covered, here's some of the headlines at the time. CNN, the anatomy of the New York Post, dubious Hunter Biden story. Washington Post, the truth behind the Hunter Biden non-scandal. New York Times, inside the White House, secret last-ditch effort to change the narrative and the election. Okay, that's how it was covered at that time, guys. And look, now this is pretty much, I think, anyway, and Tom Fitton, I think, hit it nicely. This is an exercise in CYA, as in cover your derriere.
Yep,
all right? This is a morning show. Let's keep it clean. Exactly, because if indictments are handed down, as Mr. Fitton is predicting here, then they want to give the impression that they did care about this story, and they did cover it, except this is 17 months after they so piously dismissed it after the New York Post had reported it, and then our media outlets called it Russian disinformation. Looks like several flavors of stupid now, guys.
Yeah, the make a spin is really, this isn't that important that we're going to make it the top story. And that is a view shared by many in the mainstream media, including somebody from your absolute favorite publication, The Atlantic. Listen.
My problem with Hunter Biden's laptop is I think it's totally irrelevant. I mean, it's not whether it's disinformation or, I don't think the Hunter Biden's business relationships have anything to do with who should be president of the United States.
Really? How is this not a top story? It literally involves potential corruption at the highest levels of our government, including being mixed in with the highest levels of other governments, specifically our enemies.
As it pertains to Russia and China, right, Todd? And I think you're a Seinfeld guy. You remember the Bubble Boy episode?
Sure.
Well, this is the Bubble Girl episode, right? That's what the bubble looks like when you say that, well, I didn't really find this story to be relevant, and I still don't. I mean, that's all you need to know about, I believe that was Ann Applebaum who was speaking there. And look, in this case, again, if this was Donald Trump Jr. or Eric Trump, you think that writer from The Atlantic wouldn't be calling this the biggest story of our lifetimes? Of course she would. It's all based on the ideology of the son of the president that this story is impacting at this point.
Joe Concha, nothing's finer than being in your diner. That was from the same episode. That's how well I know Seinfeld. Joe Concha, thank you,
Wow.
sir.
Thank you, Joe.
It's impressive.
Chat soon.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
It's